feels like it. Well, let some more people trickle in.
Why are you yelling?
Why am I not yelling?
You're always yelling.
Are you Anthony?
Hi, guys. Anthony who?
And then you will?
I don't look like Anthony?
No, you don't.
Hi.
Hi.
We do have some news, but we'll save it for a little bit and just kind of go over our week, I guess. I have a couple things to show off. We have 3 giveaways to do. Right? What are those, Eric? What are those?
You're going to be able to see how these fly in the Building the Bag that is premiering at 11:30 Central Time. So in just about an hour, we'll be doing that. And I want to warn everybody, that Building the Bag is the longest one. It's about 47 minutes long. So,
I don't know how YouTube works.
What? What are we supposed to do?
Cut it.
Buddha cutted so much footage.
Cut it.
Cut it. You got cut it. Yeah.
So what's this frisbee here?
This is the RPM Pottery, and it is what I have prefaced is the Tilt and the Metal Flake Max had a baby. It's not as overstable as a Tilt, but it flies more similarly to a Metal Flake Max, but feels like a Tilt. So it's amazing. Planning on giving away 3 of these. RPM sent me a huge box, and I really wanted to share these with the world because they are awesome. This disc gets the most ground play out of any disc that I've ever thrown. So super, super cool. So that's going to be really fun. We plan on giving these away. It's going to be great. Yeah. What else do we have going on?
I'm sharing this 1 second.
Sharon? So, awesome, Damon. The Bergs are amazing. Really, really good disc. Especially the Bjorg run. And the Bjorg run is no different from the other ones, but it's still sick. Just because it has an EO on it. It's gnarly how much it skips. Like, yeah.
All right. Consider it shared.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
So we kind of had a big
we did,
week,
Sean.
I guess. There's actually like a handful of things to talk about. I am exhausted. My brain and body are not as present as they usually are. This morning, okay, this is gross, but whatever. You know how you have like a normal routine when you live in a house and not an RV, you have a normal routine. And so I usually get up and I go to the bathroom and I take my retainer out and then I blah, 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 blah. Well, this morning...
Tell me more about the blah, 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 blah.
I was in the kitchen. I took my retainer out in the kitchen and then like woke up, I feel like. I was standing there watching it and then was like...
In the bathroom?
Why am I in the kitchen? So that kind of explains my last 4 days about. It's been weird. And I'm sore and I'm tired and I just am not here. But that's okay. I've been working on painting our kitchen. Those of you that are are following me on Instagram have probably seen some updates. It's a big job and I'm exhausted from doing it and I'm overdoing it and I want to be done doing it and I'm very close, but I'm just so sick of it. So anyways, I think that's a big part of it. And then juggling the garden, which is going really well right now, and a couple big whale sacks projects, which I will bring some of those in here to show you guys.
Yeah, they're sweet.
Which thankfully, like my media team and like whale sacks team have been managing most of that, but it still takes a little bit of coordinating and brain power to get things moving along like we need them to. So I personally have been not overwhelmed, but just my plate has been way too full and I'm sick of carrying it. So, but in regards to the kitchen, we were probably going to wait to get a new countertop and stuff because money's been pretty tight over here. But thank you to most of the people in here, probably, and all the Infinite Dynamic Discs and Castoplast fans and Eric Oakley fans. Eric got his royalty payment.
It was
for February. And
it was
it's
pretty impressive, and it shows that I feel like I have such a great following, and I cannot thank everybody enough for
So if you bought
incredible
any of Eric's fundraiser discs in the last 2 months, wow,
seriously,
or ever
thank you.
in the history of Eric Oakley, it makes a big difference for us, and immediately took us out of like this little rut we've been in. So I appreciate you all.
Pretty rad.
It really does make a big difference.
All Hill soon. It'll be good.
Our winters are strange. I mean, anyone that works like a seasonal job, we're kind of in the same spot where winter is just like hard to get through and slow. And unless you're like a seasonal Christmas store worker, winter tends to be slow for most people. So yeah. Anyways, just thank you, everybody.
It's been amazing.
Yeah.
So we've been. It's just allowing us to think more positively. Now there might be a lull between the next like big drops and stuff like that, but we're
working with Thoughtspace though too.
Thoughtspace we have a drop coming out soon on some Pathfinders, and then there will be probably another run of Alpaca, and we are going to look into some other stuff like maybe a Discraft EO Zone, a Xeon, or Zonio. I don't know. You guys gotta let me know which one you like more. Zonio, I think, works. Xeons are weird. No, Xeons actually sounds pretty sweet.
Xeon sounds cool, actually. Yeah, and your jerseys with
yes,
Thoughtspace.
Wes Warren, cheers! Thank you so much.
You're the best, Wes. Good morning.
The jerseys are dropping. They are A-Rock inspired, so they're going to be pretty cool. Should be a fun one. Yeah, it's going to be really, really cool. Well, we got...
Do you know a date for those at all?
What?
For the jerseys?
The jerseys are in.
They're in?
Yeah, they are. I think...
They're happening.
I need to talk with Aaron. I think he's sending me a box because
release date is. So
I need to get that sent because there's an outside chance that I might play the Music City Open.
Oh, you're going to just jump right into that? Huh?
Might. I'm going to
say one
see
more
how
thing?
Things work.
Also, Hybrid Furies are in. We talked about it last week, I think, also, and I posted the photos of the disc stamps in the Discord if you're over there. But I am working on getting a handful of those to be able to pre-release to our patrons, our YouTube members, and our Twitch subscribers. So if you're a part of any of that, like Wes right here, then you'll be able to get early release before Dynamic Disc Open, which is a long time from now. So you may want to get in on that, or if you already are, then thank you for all the support, and we like to
Discord Mart
compensate you for that, if you will.
So to answer a couple questions, on the Pathfinder, I think I'm leaning towards doing Ethos. Just Ethos. It was between Ethos or Glow. And part of me really likes the colors that Thoughtspace has been able to put out with the Ethos plastic, and sometimes you get a little bit of ethereal in there, and they look really good. So that's why I'm leaning more towards that to give more color variety. Plus, I genuinely like the Ethos plastic the most from Thoughtspace, and especially in the Pathfinder. So that's where I'm leaning. It's gonna be great. What did you do?
It's rug burn from the pottery wheel.
Nice.
See that red dot?
Disc Golf Weekly. A-Rock is the name of my rogue in World of Warcraft. So if you come and hit us up on Twitch, A-Rock Oakley, it's on there, and so it's a little bit inspired off of that. It's really dumb, and you got to throw some fish in the chat.
Fish in the chat for Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia.
Yeah, fish in the chat for Cynthia Ricciardi.
Out on tour, killing it.
Yep.
Proud of you.
Paul
And they have
Hill.
a puppy.
I do not D&D, but I am interested.
I did when I was
Josh
younger.
Crow, I believe it is. Tanner Ensign, I think I sold that EO Votum for $50. I did a bin, so sweet. Glad it's going to go into good hands. So yeah, the good news is I went to the doctor this morning, and there is enough of a buildup to where I will be able to start throwing again. I can start to do some simple things, go test out, see how things feel. I have a conversation with my hand therapist soon. She had me doing a bunch of different stuff. You might have seen me getting some mobility in my hand, and everything feels really good. The only things that I have are now just mild soreness from not really using it, but doctor said no heavy lifting right now, but I should be able to get back and start throwing.
Yay!
Pretty cool. So I'm leaving the door open to play the Music City Open. I have not been throwing lefty, but I'm leaving the door open because if I'm feeling comfortable, it won't even matter how I perform at Music City. It'll just be about getting into the groove of playing tournaments again, because the whole point will be of I have Music City, Tallahassee, and then I jump straight into Champions Cup, and I would much rather put some tournaments under my belt, getting used to tournament golf again, than saying, all right, skip Music City, skip Tallahassee, go straight into the Champions Cup and go straight into a major. When you haven't really been playing is not necessarily the best thing I can do, but who knows? Honestly, for the first big chunk of this season, it will be just about no expectations, getting used to throwing and really enjoying how I feel. So it's going to be great. I love the flight of the buzz.
Music City, did you mention that?
What about Music City?
Is that after?
It's next weekend.
Music City's next weekend?
Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Gabe, I won't be there.
Crazy. I love the flight of a buzz, but prefer a shallower disc for a fan grip. What would you recommend? I would definitely try the Thoughtspace Athletics Pathfinder. Get a glow run or an ethereal run. They're a little bit flatter, and they should be less deep than a Z Buzz. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So feeling good. There's a chance that Music City doesn't happen and Tallahassee will be good, because I could go out and throw and not even feel remotely close. But I want to be smart. I want to take care of this and put everything into place. I'm really excited. Things are coming along well, and yeah, good things.
Hi, Zach. Good morning. Oh, and Derek's here. What's up? Fantastic.
All right, entertain. Coffee works. I'll be on the chat.
Okay, be in the chat. That sounds like it's time for Tina's Pottery Hour. Anyone that I played with Rocket League last night have already seen these, so you can just skip this part. Fast forward. Okay. So I have been taking pottery and loving it. Don't worry, I won't talk for a whole hour, I promise. So yeah, I've been taking pottery classes. Alyssa and I signed up. It's like a 7-week class here in Pensacola. It's $170. You get 25 pounds of clay and firing for 7 weeks. So the fact that all of that's included for $170 is crazy. I used to do pottery a lot in high school. I took pottery and I loved it and I was good at it. And then I took it as an independent study either 2 or 3 times. So I learned like everything else about it. So needless to say, I've been loving it. I wasn't a big wheel thrower myself. I was much more of a hand builder. I only had like a single piece here that from my hand building days. My family pretty much has most of it and my favorite stuff, but such is life. So anyways, it's been good to kind of get a reintroduction to it and learn more about wheel throwing. I've never really been good at it, and it is a skill that definitely takes some time. So I've been enjoying it and signed up again for Thursday night classes with Alyssa. This will be her third time taking classes, but she's missed, I think, like 3 of them for this session. So anyways, without further ado, this is what I've been working on. I finally got some pieces back. This is a little planter, a little lopsided. This was, I think, day 1, maybe day 2. And so there's one. They're kind of small. All of them are pretty small, but she had to start with really small pieces. There's one. Here's another planter. I love the colors on this one. It's so cool. Look how sweet that is. Very cool. This is a little vase. This one, I sat for an hour and put these tiny dots all over the thing. And I had to go over it 3 times, so that's why it took me an hour, because it's not thick enough if you don't, if you're painting it on. So this side looks amazing. This is what I wanted the whole thing to look like, but the back side is kind of just normal, which this is great anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. But yeah, it just kind of felt like a waste of time considering
It's so cool.
only part of it looks like that. That's okay. And then let's save that one for last. This is a shitty little crooked bowl. You see how crooked it is? It's so silly.
It's handmade. What do you mean? It's cool.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they have to be crooked. But the colors are cool. Kind of like a red copper, and then on the inside there's like this blue splash I put in there. This had more coats than this. So the colors change based on how much of the glaze there is. So that one's kind of fun. This is for our rings and jewelry when we like shower in the bathroom, so it matches our shower. I put these little flower designs on there, filled them with different glaze, and then glazed over the top. So it's just a little white tiny bowl. It's itty bitty. And then this is my best one. Not perfect, but wow. This is my favorite piece so far. The glaze is fantastic. The shape is really my best one. It's
pretty cool.
Even, and it looks it's more green in person. It's greeny blue. This is much more green than it is blue, but looks really cool. So that's it. That's what I've been working on for the last 5 weeks. And then I made a handful of things last night and glazed some stuff last night, and brought some clay home because I'm going to make these little plant markers for the garden. And maybe a mini for Buddha because he asked so nicely. Okay, now I can read comments. Wow, you guys are chatty. Hold on, let me go back. It's fun, blah, 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 blah.
1/100th is good. What are the flight numbers?
Whale plants on the website.
They'd be great trophies.
They would be really cool trophies.
You'd have to like plan to do that.
Whale pots. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about like I could do minis or I could do something came to mind, but I think it would be hard to do. But like being able to mail someone a already created mini that they could like put their animal's paw print in. But it'd be hard to mail that back and forth. Okay.
I cannot wait to throw. I am so excited.
Good
I
for
can't. So, you know, I think it actually works out really nicely that we have a shorter 9-hole course called Hitzman Optimist Park. So I plan on, you know, taking a really, really simple bag. Really, really simple. Not even anything, not even faster than fastest this will take is a Claymore and a Pathfinder, I think. And I'll just go and throw some shots, work some angles, throw mainly fan grips, look to throw some power grips maybe later this weekend. But
what
also,
are you doing the rest of today?
The rest of today is nothing. Working out. Yeah, I'll probably do a core workout. Probably go on a run.
Okay.
Since it might rain, I don't think I can. A run doesn't seem like the best idea.
Is it gonna rain? The weather's weird here today. It's like cold and hot at the same time. Windy, overcast. It doesn't make any sense.
It is just supposed to be very windy.
Zach, what are you doing today? You want to hang out?
With rain later. Favorite mid-range. At the moment, it's the Pathfinder, with the second closest being the Claymore as my favorite mids. What's your favorite mid? You here? Hello?
Not really.
What's your favorite mid? You don't really throw mids.
I think that Verdict. I don't throw mids much.
You really don't.
But the Verdict has been in my bag since I got on DD, and taxes. Boo. Fine. We'll see in a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Verdict has always been in that top slot. I threw the EMAC for a while, but never really.
Wes, I don't.
It goes so far. And then in that case, I'd rather just throw Fury or.
Yeah.
I
have not thrown.
I'm better at powering down on a fairway that I'm used to throwing more.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I see that. That's why you lean on those fairways more. I have not thrown the Animus, but I have some really good ones that I'm going to be testing out. Dan Hambley, cheers, my friend. You're amazing, my dude. See, the fuse has gone.
It's Twitch Stream Tuesday.
Twitch Stream Tuesday. I feel like the fuse went from being an underrated disc to now.
I have a fuse.
Yeah, to now I think it's talked about as one of the like accurately rated discs, if you will. Like, because if everybody hears about now people know how good it is, but if you were to ask it like a year and a half, 2 years ago, I would agree with you that it is very underrated. But I think it's now gained some traction.
I know Zach and Johnny McRae both promoted it.
Yeah, Clemens throws it amazingly.
I didn't mean Zach, I meant Chris.
Yeah. So.
I don't know, Zach, maybe.
I'm a Claymore guy just because
my brain's pretty icky.
I like forehands. The Claymore, for whatever reason, comes out a little bit cleaner. It's a little more shallow than the fuse, but if you were to throw them, I would say their flights are somewhat similar, with the Claymore being a little faster. I have not thrown a Svea. Svea.
Jamie said that Birdie Field did a restock. I wonder if they have.
Is that good?
Is that good back in stock? That's one they have a hard time keeping in stock, which is great. We love that being a problem, but at the same time, Eric's stepmom, my mother, basically my mother-in-law, she's been trying to get a hold of it for a long time. I ordered a bag to try. Okay, good to know. I'll text her right now.
All right, so we're going to do this comparison because it's something I wanted to do as well. I have an alpaca and I have an agent. And we will do this right now.
I had a dream you guys came.
So the shape is a little bit sharper on the agent. The agent has this kind of flatter top with a slightly more pointed outer edge. Like right here, it kind of like pinches itself off. Where this glow alpaca is, the top is not as like aggressive. It's still pretty flat on the top, but not as much. You see that like right in the center. It's like really flat. Where not as much.
I guess so.
It's like it's very minor a difference. Plus, this outer edge feels more, rather than coming like having this weird little pinch, not much out. This is more, shapes a little bit better. That would be the only difference from what I've heard and what I've seen in thrown from these prototypes. The only agent I was able to throw was a slightly seasoned one. But I will plan on borrowing Tina's agent to give them
If she lets him.
A throw or two to test against an alpaca. But for me, there's no reason for me to throw this when I have the disc that I was greatly looking forward to, and in the alpaca. So I'm in good shape as that goes. So the alpaca again, money looks great. Agent, I think, is going to be a very, very good disc. And if you are a trilogy fan and you've needed something to fly similar to a P2 or alpaca, you finally have it in a DD version, which is great. If I had to say it, I think this does feel better than the Faith does. So this should have a similar flight to the Faith, but the Faith was, it just felt bulkier, where this doesn't feel as bulky, which is great. I think that's a huge win for DD and the plastic. I wanted to do that for a while. Is actually put them side by side. I haven't gotten to yet. Also, this glows in the dark. Is that good?
Probably. I haven't seen it.
It's pretty crazy. Like, I'll just have that light on, and then I'll turn the light off when I'm done gaming, and then I'll just see my bins of discs and everything.
The bins are always glowing all the time.
It's really cool. Really, really cool.
Yeah, and so compared to the Warden, it's quite a bit more stable.
Should be much more stable. Then that was kind of the goal in when the Agent became a discussion. That was the goal, was to create a disc that that the Marshall was trying to be, but didn't capture it completely. That, to create an option that is away from the straight putters, that's what DD kind of has really locked down and has some of the best ones on the market through the Warden, the Judge, the EMAC Judge. You could even call the Deputy on the straighter side. So they have, 4 different feelings, but 4 different options to find your straight putter. With the Marshall being on the straighter side, but it just wasn't as reliably stable.
It would beat in pretty quickly, yeah.
I
have one that's not, well, it hit some trees too, but it's almost a Warden now, which is just not what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it though. I think that's kind of the cooler part is as a company, you have to look to fill your holes if you can. Fill the hole.
We're on live TV.
You have to fill the holes in your lineup because you could be losing out on some marketing. So it's definitely I like the black on the white too, Gabe. They look clean. If you don't, you're just, somebody is going to say, I use this mold from this company, but I really like this other company, but they can't find a mold that fits it. So you have to be, if you want to improve your sales and do those things, you have to kind of look at it and find the best places for you to notch in a disc. I was very lucky that Infinite even wanted to do the Dynasty because they have the Aztec and stuff like that, but they were very behind it because they saw how gung-ho I was, and I cannot thank them enough. Dan Hambley, the goal would be to eventually get some in some lighter weights like that. I know there was some in the low 170s. I think I saw 170, maybe a 169, but maybe not lighter than 160, but in the 160s for sure. So I would definitely think that that'll happen when we're able to run a much larger run. Like the run of Dynasties we were able to do was very small in comparison to what we wanted to do. They are awesome. And if you haven't, and you might not be able to find the swirly S-blends unless you go to a marketplace or something like that and buy from an individual, get an iBlend. They are awesome. They are a little more stable out of the box, but after a few throws, they will be just as they will get significantly straighter shortly after that.
I think it's hilarious that it blocked that.
Yeah. Zero base, you're comment got blocked, but it's just funny.
That's funny that it got blocked.
Yeah, so definitely try them. I have felt a Rainmaker. I have not tried it. Is the Fight of the Dynasty similar to an Undertaker? Very similar, Jamie Thomas, but I think the Dynasty glides more. It just feels a little bit glidier. It just stays in the air a little bit longer than most Undertakers.
Can I take over for a minute?
Did you see Chandler's skip shot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I'll pull it up. You can take over.
Speaking of Chandler. Okay, so this is something new we have coming for hopefully 2022 and beyond. Essentially, it's just one more thing we can do to support our touring players in whale sacks. So in addition to their custom run whale sacks, where they get to help design any design they want on their whale sack for the public to buy. Ace?
Oh, he skipped it in.
The T-pin?
On
It's
an
not
approach.
an ace. Yeah. That's awesome. It's just a skip shot. I get it. That's insane.
That's so cool.
Way to go, Chandler!
Sorry to
Amazing.
interrupt, but I had to show you.
No, it's okay.
It was
My
cool.
brain's having a hard time with all the distractions.
Nice,
So,
Brian.
we bring you signature whale sacks for the tour team. Essentially, they are different from the custom ones, the custom run that we'll do for everybody. So, like, Eagle will have his logo, and Calvin will have some sort of ostrich, pizza, whatever. Everybody will have their own custom designed one, but also we have the signature whales. So this is an example. This is Chandler's. They all have a similar pattern in the background with their signature on it, so you can always support your favorite pro on Whale Sack's website. The other runs will be more limited. We'll do a one-time run of each of those patterns, and then we'll change the design, so there's not a million of them floating around. But these should be available on the site at all times. Here's Missy Gannon's. I love her color combo.
Missy Gannon.
Paige Pierce. PP
Sweet.
5-time. She good, folks. There's Eric Oakley.
Hey, me.
Black, white, gray, and teal. I love this one. It's
Yeah.
really cool. And then here's Kyle Klein's.
That's
So
sweet.
we have 5 right now. We'll continue to get the rest completed, but we'll release these 5 probably in the next week or so. So stay tuned to the Whale Sacks Facebook, Instagram, or sign up for our newsletter. They will go out, I'm sure, via the newsletter as well. So yeah, we'll be releasing these soon on the website. And I just love the way they turned out. I think it's really fun, really cool. What do you think?
Yeah, so we got a couple things. Is whale sacks versus a chalk bag. It's just different material, so whatever you prefer. But if you're watching any coverage, you will see so many players using whale sacks, but you will see some chalk bags. So it's all really dependent on what you like for
clay
grip.
on the inside, so each player has a personal preference. The clay works great for me personally. They also have like the little bead things, and then
I would if
chalk.
you are a chalk person, I would definitely try a whale sack. And what you want to do is take the whale sack and grind it in your hands. So you take the clay stones that are inside the sack to really grind it up, and that'll give you some powder. What happens with a lot of chalk bags and different things, they
lose their powder
secrete
fast.
so much powder all the time, where this doesn't, and you can hang on to it. As it starts to beat in, it gets even better. So
yeah, that's kind of how you got to start a whale sack. There's a video on the website, Eric graciously explaining how to break in your whale sack. It is one of those things, if we were to make them differently, they wouldn't last as long. So the clay is in bigger bits intentionally to break up more over time. But anyways, it's not everybody's thing, and that's totally fine, but you can definitely try it. It supports Eric and I.
yeah.
And a bunch of other people, actually. We have an incredible team. I think we have about 17 or 18 people on the Whale Sacks creation side,
Mhm.
including Zach in the chat here and all of our team members as well. So
Yeah,
that's it.
awesome.
That's the spiel.
So I got these that I'm also very excited to try out from Thoughtspace Athletics. I have 3 new molds. I have the Coalesce, which feels decently stable, kind of maybe closer to a Thunderbird. I'm not sure. I can't wait to go and throw it. Looks great. Shape is awesome. Wouldn't put it faster than a 9-speed. We have the Mana, whatever you want to call it. This is supposed to fly like a Mantra, but in mid-range form. So that's going to be a sweet little straighter. And then the Omen, this is going to be more on the stable side from what I've heard. It doesn't look wildly overstable, but looks like it'd be a decent wind fighter. So it's going to be a really fun one. So if you are a fan of Thoughtspace, they have 3 really good molds on the way, covering to help fill some of the holes. I think Omen might be like a straighter scepter, so that's why I would lean more like saying the Omen might be closer to a Thunderbird, where the Coalesce, I don't know, feels more like, I don't know. I can't tell. I have to ask Aaron, but the Mana feels kind of like a, kind of feels like a Warrant. Did you threw Warrants?
Yep, I did throw Warrants.
Feel that? Does that feel pretty similar?
No.
No?
Not really.
I guess I haven't felt many Warrants. Hey, Ace Run Productions, let's go!
Yay!
Thank you so much. Whale stacks can last for years, for sure.
Really can.
They absolutely can. Yeah, it's just it's a great thing to see a company looking, fill their holes. It's gonna be good. Nice. Yeah, that's the Omen definitely feels on the more overstable side for sure. I actually think the Coalesce might rival like something like the flatter Run of Eagle, or maybe even like an Alpha from Mint. Like I think it'd probably be more in that slot where it's like not like the Votum where it has like nice flip up, where this one will just kind of resist that turn, so you can rip it flat and get some work for it.
Plant show and tell.
Yeah, go for it.
This is called a China doll.
Hey, Tony M, all the way from Tampere.
Ah,
Can't wait
we
to go
miss
back.
Finland so much, but you guys know that.
We are
Itchy.
not very long out from the very long building the bag video happening. So if you're gonna stick around, the building the bag is very long, and I appreciate anybody who sticks it out. But we are going to premiere it. It's gonna be great.
And Eric will be there the whole time.
I will
have
be
to
there.
go check on Alyssa's plants.
And you need to schedule a chiropractor appointment.
My body sucks.
I think your body's awesome.
I think it sucks.
Your body is
also-
wonderland.
By request of everybody here, or a lot of people here, Zach's gonna come over and help me do a plant tour, a garden tour. I was gonna say Thursday, but I realized you're running league all day Thursday now, so we'll have to figure out what day for that to be, if you don't mind coming and helping me film that. Okay, so this is a China doll. This beautiful tiny tree.
It's like a tree.
It does look like a tree. Was purchased. Haha, that's funny that this kept it from going, because he's about to promote another whale sack type product, and it said no. You see that?
Yep.
Just kidding. Anyway, so this we bought in St. Augustine, and I just thought it was the coolest little tree-looking thing. And turns out, when it flowers, it's absolutely beautiful, which it'll probably be a while before that happens on my watch. But isn't it just so pretty? I just think it's really cute. And those are like the new leaves coming out, and they've grown so much since we brought it home. And when
Hey,
we went to
Hershey.
St. Augustine, we went to these 2 amazing nurseries. I wish we had anything like that here. So, but I cherish the plants that I got from that nursery. One, I need help repotting, and now that your hand is just doing great,
I'm supposed to avoid heavy lifting.
you don't have to do the heavy lifting part.
What's up, Hirsch?
Anyways,
Hey,
yes,
baby.
so this is called a China doll. And I just think it's so cute. I don't see any upcoming videos for today. That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign. It says it's premiering.
Does it?
Yeah.
Let me go look. It's the afternoon. I can come film beforehand. If you want, I don't want to put too much on your plate. Also, go follow me on Instagram and check out my post from yesterday. You can see all of the cool flowers I have blooming in my garden right now. Kind of amazing. There's so much that I've never seen before. So very, very, very cool. Just give me a second.
I checked it.
I
It
want
said
to
it
make
was.
sure.
Maybe
this
there's
is
not a
working.
premiere.
I don't know, baby.
We can set it up to premiere, right?
Yeah, we'll make sure it's all set up okay.
Why? It's not working.
I understand.
There it goes.
Will you talk to them while I do this?
I got the Hershey though. Just being so nice.
What's the dish everyone seems to love, but you just don't get the hype? Eric has a great answer for this.
What would you think it is? I actually don't think it is.
The harp.
Oh yeah.
Everybody loves the harp. and
Oh
Eric
yeah,
can't
the
handle
harp.
it.
I did not get along with the harp.
Um,
Can you try a different avenue? It's not working.
can you not be dumb?
It's not working, love. Hey, scheduled. Oh, I guess there's no premiere.
It's scheduled, not premiering.
So as a premiere. Yeah, it's great.
Sorry about that.
Schedule. All right, there is a
It is
premiere
not a
happening
premiere.
very soon.
All right. Thank you for catching that.
What time is it? You know, if you have your thing.
11:12. Is this the one?
No. You only have a shareable link. It's not on there.
Can you just...
Thoughts on the new major. I think it's going to be great. IDGC is a fantastic place to play disc golf, and it's about time we got back there. I think there's been a lot of really good tournaments that have happened there, and I think legitimately, I think that the PDGA should be putting on a major, and I think they need to step it up and give that back. So I'm really happy to see them doing it. It's good. Can you give her some loving?
Hey, it's me. You love me. You hate him.
I think my fingers are on her feet right now, so she's a little
She doesn't
frustrated.
like her feet being touched.
Mm-hmm. I have not. I've thrown the Crave. I have not tried a servo though. I wasn't trying to make her feel bad.
It's okay. I love you. Everything's fine.
Tina's getting things posted to Patreon. So we should do. All right. We should do what? 3 questions to give away those Kotares.
Okay, I have one.
You have a question?
Name this plant.
Name this plant. Jerry.
What kind of plant is this? This one actually should be fairly easy.
That's Bill, the plant. Rubber tree, money plant. Big leafy boy.
That's it.
It'll be for this.
Robert
Kotari.
Chester, money tree. Maybe it's not easy. It's a pretty common indoor house plant. There it is. Josh Crow, ficus.
Josh Crow.
It's called a ficus Audrey.
We'll get him the giveaway link. Do you have the giveaway link?
Zach, he does.
Zach Benson, do you have the giveaway link?
Oak.
So that's first one. Josh Crow, you have this sick RPM Kotari coming in, super flat.
See, it pays to know your plants on
wildly
this channel.
overstable. What else are we gonna do? Piece of ficus.
Questions?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Josh Crow, please go to that link that Zach Benson just posted. So whalesacks.com. Josh Crow, be the only one to put it in there. Put that you won the Kotare, one of the Kotares from the giveaway, from the morning coffee, please. You name your plants. Yes, she has a couple names for some plants.
A few of them. Not many though. Honestly.
One's named Amelia.
Yeah, Amelia's my my big ol' monstera. I have a plant that I bought with Erica named Jazzy Gal because I bought her in New Orleans.
Nice. What else do we want to do for
My
these
tree
questions?
is my banana tree is Fred Astaire.
I don't know.
Really?
I have no ideas.
Who dis?
Who is this? What is it?
Who dis?
What is this based off of? Or what's his name?
Yeah, what's his name? Zach, you can't compete in this.
He can get a Kotari from me. Anyways.
Yeah.
Chandler. Eric Oakley. Tina
I
Wishes.
wish. For that booty.
How many dissing Eric's back? I could go do that one for the last one, but we're doing this one first. Who is this?
Chaser's plant is still not dead. Congratulations.
Ludwig.
Wow, nobody knows, huh?
Anthony
There it
Padilla.
is!
Spook!
This is one of my favorite YouTubers, Anthony Padilla. If you haven't heard of his channel, please go watch it. Yes, he used to be part of Smosh, but now he does an amazing job interviewing people
Yes, he does.
of all walks of life. So you get to understand other people's lives that aren't like yours. And this is just a very silly video he did as Maid Cafe. So funny. So he sits on my desk. Eric bought him for me.
All right, I got the last one. Make sure we get that giveaway link to Spoot. All right. Damn it.
One more?
Yeah. Spoot, go ahead, scroll up, hit that giveaway link. All right. Oh, Zach's got you. Never mind. Right there. Last one. How many discs are in my bag currently? Is much more than I usually carry.
Did you just go count?
I just did. Paul Hill, 27. Nailed it.
Wow, that was fast.
Paul Hill. Whoa! Paul Hill was the first one to get that with the 27. Well done, my friend. Congratulations. Go fill out that link. Everybody, the three people, Spoot, I forgot the other person who won, and Paul Hill.
Nice.
You guys have won these Kotare. You won each one a Kotare. Put in that you won it on the morning coffee, so our shipper knows to get these from us, and we'll take care of that.
Pro.
So make sure you guys go hype up RPM. They are killing it. Make sure you guys, if you have the opportunity, go to whalesacks.com. Use code KillerWhaleOakley.
You haven't promoted that in a while.
And Killer Whale Oakley will get you $1 off, and part of the proceeds will go to support me. But if you want, there are a bunch of other Killer Whale codes you could use, which is amazing. Go to Upper Park Oakley 10 and go to infinitedisc.com. We are going to be putting in an order to Infinite Discs that are going to be with me and going on the Whale Sex website. And
buy directly from us.
And we are going to be working with a dye company. What is Al's
company
company's
called?
named. I got it right here. Mad Discs. So yeah, we're going to be working with Mad Discs as to get some cool dyes done. So we will work with them, and some of those might be available on the website or for some auctions, or who knows.
Yeah, it'll be nice to have some of Eric's stuff, and I'm hoping after Dynamic Disc open that I will also have Hybrid Furies for sale on the website.
Is that good?
So the hand-picked ones, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see those.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. I thought there was one other thing, but now I can't remember. So, I guess not.
What?
11:30 is the video.
Yeah,
we have 10 minutes. Yeah, we have 10 minutes. There's plenty of time. I do have one other thing that I'm working on that's kind of crazy and kind of exciting. And anyone here that has followed me for more than 4 years might have some memory of this, but maybe not. So I'm currently working with a group of women. We are organizing a women's disc golf festival. Ryan, hi! So it's not a tournament. It's not, I don't even know I don't know what it's not. What it is a festival where women disc golfers will get together and we'll have professionals in the sport come and do clinics on all things disc golf. Got him. So easy. So for instance, we're hoping to reach out to Kona and ask her to do a clinic on growing your social media. Myself and maybe Jenny from Ladies First Disc Golf will do one on how to start a business in disc golf, possibly podcasts, yoga, mental health, and then also disc golf specific clinics, how to start a women's league, anything, how to run tournaments, right? Anything in disc golf that is related to the growth and benefiting women in disc golf. So it's really exciting. I'm looking forward to the project. I think we're 4 weeks in. Maybe,
I think Nick
maybe
is
6.
behind.
Yeah, I think Nick's behind too. 34. But anyways, it's a big undertaking, but I have an incredible group of women that we're working with, and something cool just happened where Kate, who I did a podcast with a handful of months ago, she really wants to do a charity for disc golf, and it's
Tutors. Bobby, they just can't hang. Sorry,
Hirsch isn't in here.
I just had to show off how
It's cute.
they're just so done.
Yeah, so she really wants to start a women's charity to grow the sport. And so, fun fact, I used to work with Bill Richardson in Arizona. I moved down there for about 6 months, actually right around when Eric and I met. I was working for this charity. And he did all the work to get it started. I was trying to grow the sport in Tucson. I don't know if I did a great job or not. But he ended up moving to, I think, Philadelphia or that area, Pennsylvania somewhere, and kind of got out of disc golf a little bit. So she was looking for a charity, and she wanted to start a charity, right? But it's like this huge undertaking. And it just came to mind that the whole point of Bill's charity was to grow the sport for women, and that's exactly what she wanted it to be, not just this event, but just growing the sport for women. So anyways, I just communicated with Bill, and he's all about reinvigorating the 501c3 that we were working with. It's called Women's Disc Golf Outreach, and it is on Facebook. So yeah, kind of exciting, kind of crazy, but it looks like we might be undertaking that again, which
cool, huh?
is like a cool part of my history as well. And I don't know if I would have met Eric had that not happened, honestly.
Pretty nuts, huh? Big A! Baby whale!
Big ear the best.
13 months!
All right, that's all I had to say. We had a lot going on this week. No wonder my brain is so exhausted, but it's exciting. So once we have more details about the Disc Golf Festival, I will share them, and your ladies or your moms or your daughters can come, and it might be in Jacksonville, I think is what we're shooting for. So super exciting.
I have not tested a Falcor, but I did feel one at Flight Factory the other day, and it felt great. And I've heard very good things. So hoping to maybe give one a rip at some point soon, but not necessarily pressing. I'm just getting back into throwing. I haven't even thrown yet, but hand is looking good. Let's go.
A little swollen still, but
Yeah, I have knuckles.
you do kind of have some knuckles now. They can't see that. You went off screen to do that. You look how bad it is, though.
Still recovering.
Jacob, go for it. We got a couple minutes.
What?
He just wants to play his friend's fundraiser tournament.
You might not be able to post a link.
No, you probably won't be able to post a link, but you can tell us about it. He's got a chunky arm. Chunky boy.
Chonky.
Anything else here?
I got nothing else. I think.
Don't wrist shame Tia.
No, where's the shame?
Too late. I've been wrist shaming him for a month.
Yep.
He deserves it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump over to my computer once we do the premiere of the Building the Bag Distance Drivers.
And we will
Favorite movie, Ghostbusters. Canadian Nationals is a very high likelihood after Worlds.
I don't know what my favorite movie is. Fantastic
Why isn't
Mr.
it
Fox.
Ghostbusters?
Because it's not.
Because you're
First
now,
tournament,
Fantastic Mr. Fox is a great.
First tournament back.
There's a chance that it's going to be Music City, but it really kind of depends on what my hand therapist
the next
says
week looks
and
like.
how the next few days if I get out and go and throw and how I feel about
How
that.
far of a drive is that?
It's like 7 or 8 hours.
Maybe I could drive up with you and fly back.
I mean, you could. Just be there for the early part of the week, though.
Yeah.
And I might not go up until later in the week anyways, because I might want to do a little bit more here. But I kind of need to drop if I'm going to drop early. I don't know. We'll see. I might have to do
Crazy
this one.
time.
It supports Will in his tournament, so it's not that bad. Oh, I'll be at D-Glow for sure. Even if I'm coming back from Europe, I will play it tired.
Which one of you is the
I love
chef?
Dubois.
Me, for sure. Eric has a few meals that he's really good at making, but it doesn't really extend past that. He's not creative in the kitchen.
We both snore.
He needs to have an absolute plan.
Mm-hmm.
He can't open the fridge and go, okay, I could throw this together.
No.
He has to buy the exact ingredients he wants for his meal
Not.
within a day or two of making it.
I'm. It's weird because I want to know what I'm eating
Neither
and
of
I
us
want to
snore
be
much.
excited.
Hershey's the one that snores. She
Hershey's-
snores more than
Yeah,
either
we
of us.
very rarely snore, but
Hershey does.
Hershey. Yeah, she snores standing up.
She does. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Nothing.
The snoring thing came back to me.
It does.
Cooking. You're talking about cooking.
Cooking's just weird for me. I just like to know what I'm eating. So
We're currently doing HelloFresh. This is week 5, I think, and loving it. It's been fantastic. Just knowing that we have everything we need. It's easy, fast. It's actually fun because you're not like, they even have everything timed out correctly. So you do things in certain steps, and it's teaching me a lot about,
I make a really good
being
fried rice.
flexible in the
Josh
kitchen.
Crow, actually.
so, and gives me ideas for things that we can cook in the future. It's been
Tell him about
awesome.
my fried rice.
He makes amazing fried rice. Yeah, he's super good at fried rice. We haven't done that in a while.
Because we've had HelloFresh.
And we haven't had vegetables from the garden, which
Yeah.
we usually do.
It's been really cool because Tina will go grab a bunch of stuff from the garden. We'll toss in a couple extra things.
Fresh food.
And then I'll just make this big old mass of food. And it's just so good. Usually do chicken with our fried rice.
We haven't done shrimp before.
Yeah, shrimp is tough. Chicken's pretty easy to understand.
It's not tough. Shrimp cooks faster than any meat.
Faster.
Anyways, yeah, and with HelloFresh, Eric's using his broken hand as an excuse to not help, so he hasn't been helping until this last week.
That's exactly what I've been doing.
It was at first.
Yeah, because I couldn't.
Remember we did make one meal together and it was obnoxious because you couldn't do anything?
Yes.
So I would be doing most things, except when Eric would try to do something, then he'd also go, "Can you help me with this?" It made me crazy.
Wow. I thought we
The
communicated.
truth comes out.
Yeah.
It just was messing with my flow because I was doing stuff and then you try to do stuff and fail at it and then make me do it anyway. So I might as well have done it myself
Yes.
because you'd be interrupting.
I had half a hand, love.
Nuh-uh.
Uh,
But it's gotten better. Now he's helped with a few things.
okay. Well, I think it's about that
Oh
time.
my gosh, it is.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for the donos. Thanks for everything. Head over to the premiere if you want to stick around. It's 47 minutes. You don't have to stick around the whole time if you come in and check it out. It's going to be great.
Just leave it on in the background.
We love you.
So that YouTube will
Be awesome. Stay safe out there. We'll see you next week. It's going to be
We'll see you
dope.
tonight on Twitch.
Twitch tonight.
Twitch.tv/ARockOakley. See you tonight.
Sport, disc golf. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.